Hello there and welcome. My name is Helén. For this practice, you need a yoga mat and then maybe a block. If you have one, you can use a big book and a blanket. So we're going to start in a child's pose. So take a moment and settle in here. Relax your arms, your shoulders, and your neck. And just take a moment to just land. And begin to notice the rhythm of your breath. And the most important thing in your practice is your breathing and the presence to yourself. Now from here, let's lift up to our hands and knees and let's move the spine a little bit. So drop your belly down, arch, and then around your spine. And again, inhale, arch, and exhale around. A few more in your own rhythm. And then from here, come into neutral spine, tuck your toes under, and then lift your hips up and back, downward dog. And just pedal your feet here. You can also move your hips around, shift your weight around. And then begin to walk your feet to the top of your mat. Relax your upper body and bend your knees a little bit or a lot if you need to. And then slowly roll up to stand. And then from here, let's circle the wrists a little bit. And then circle the other direction. And then shake it out and come to stand at the top of your mat. And then inhale, sweep your arms up, lengthen. And then exhale, fold forward. And then step your right leg back. And then left leg back, downward dog. Now let's move into a plank pose. And then lower down to your belly. Lift your chest. Shoulders melt away from your ears. And then come back into downward facing dog. In your downward dog, you're welcome to bend the knees, but lift your hips up and back. So make sure you don't hang into your shoulders and wrists. Create length through your side body. Now inhale and step your right foot forward. And exhale, left foot forward. Press your feet into the ground and lift up through flat back. Reach your arms up and then hands together in front of your heart. Again, inhale, sweep your arms up. And then exhale, fold forward. Now you're going to step your left leg back. Inhale. And then exhale, downward dog. Come into a plank pose and lower all the way down. Lift your chest into a cobra. And then come back into downward facing dog. Let's stay here and breathe. Steady, soft breathing. Inhale and exhale. Let your mind rest onto your breath. Now step your left foot forward, inhale, and right foot forward, exhale. Lift up through flat back, reach your arms up, lengthen, and then hands together in front of your heart. And just take a breath here. Now from here, you're going to bend your right knee and grab your right foot or ankle and reach your left arm up. If you can't reach your foot here, you can stay in this position and balance. Breathing in and breathing out. And then go ahead and release. Step your feet hip distance, hands onto your shoulders, lift your chest and your gaze, and then fold forward. Draw your hips back, feel your heels, and then hold on to opposite elbows. And stay here and breathe. And then release your arms. You're going to step your right leg back and turn your right leg out slightly. Yeah. Now you can use a block or your left lower leg. You're going to straighten your left leg as much as you can today. Press your feet down and then lift your right arm up. Triangle. Breathing in and breathing out. Steady breathing, steady gaze. Now from here, bend your left knee, lift your torso up, shoulders directly over your hips, and then reach your arms out, warrior two. Steady gaze over your left hand. Inhale and exhale. Now straighten your left leg and parallel your left foot to your right. Hands onto your hips, press your feet down, lift your chest and your gaze, and then draw your hips back as you fold forward. You can place your hands onto a block and kind of sustain a flat back if that feels better for your body, or you can fold a little bit deeper and drop your head down. Now stay here and breathe. Steady breathing. Inhale and exhale. Be very present to your body and your breath. Now from here, bend your right knee and turn to face the back of your mat, and then step your left foot forward. And then lift up through flat back and reach your arms up, and then hands together in front of your heart. Now let's do the other side. So you're going to bend your left knee and grab your left foot or ankle. So find some steadiness here. And some days are quite windy, and some days are just quiet. And that's the beauty with the practice. Every day is different. And then go ahead and release. Step your feet hip distance, hands onto your hips, roll your shoulders back, lift your chest and your gaze. Now draw your hips back as you fold. Now grab your ankles or higher and then drop your head. Breathing in and breathing out. And then from here, we're going to come into triangles. You're going to step your left leg back and then turn the left leg out slightly. Use your right lower leg or a block. And then straighten your right leg as much as you can today. And then lift your left arm up. Steady breathing. Inhale. And exhale. Now go ahead and bend your right knee and lift your torso up, shoulders over your hips, and then reach your arms out. Steady gaze over your right hand, breathing in and breathing out. Now slowly straighten your right leg, parallel your right foot to your left, and then hands onto your hips. Lift your chest and your gaze. And then draw your hips back as you fold. You can grab your block or a book, and we're going to shift the weight from side to side. So you're going to bend the right knee, and then go through center, and then bend the left knee. So go from side to side here. And then turn to face the front of your mat. Lower your right knee down. And then move the left leg back and send your hips back to your heels. Child's pose. Now slowly roll your spine up. And then from here, we're going to come to sit. And you're going to extend the legs out in front of you. And then bend your right knee and let the right knee drop to the side, foot on the inside of your left thigh. Now a micro twist towards the left and then fold over your left leg. And grab what you can and see if you can relax the right side of your hip and your right thigh. And then slowly roll your spine up and extend your right leg out. And then let's do the left side. So place your left foot on the inside of your right thigh. And then a micro twist over to the right and then fold over your right leg. And again, grab what you can. And now slowly roll your spine up. And extend your left leg out. Just shake your legs out. And then from here, come to your hands and knees. Now tuck your toes under and then walk your hands to your knees. Lift your knees up and then draw your weight back, heels down, and then lift up to stand. And then from here, we're going to come into a tree pose. So you're going to place your right foot either onto your calf or inside of your left thigh, whatever works best for you today. So stand up tall and place your hands together in front of your heart. Steady gaze and steady breath. And remember, some days are windy, and if you fall, you can always come back. Now go ahead and sweep your arms up. Inhale. And then exhale, release. And then we're going to do the other side. So place your left foot onto your calf or inside of your right thigh. And stand up tall. And notice how you feel on this side. Now inhale and reach your arms up. And then exhale, release and shake it out a little bit. And we're going to do a tree pose again, but with the arm variation. So bend the right knee again, and then arms alongside your body to begin with. Stand up tall. And then reach your arms up, and then cross the arms in front of you and down. Again, reach up and cross in front of you and down. And let's do that again. And then release and shake it out. And then let's do the left side. Arms hanging down from the shoulders, stand up tall. Now sweep your arms up and then cross the arms in front of you as you lower them down. And again. And let's do one more arm circle. And then go ahead and release. Now from here, we're going to come to our last pose. So we're going to lie down on our back and grab your blanket and roll it up into a tube and then place that under your knees. And then come to lie down. And spread your arms out to the sides. Just make yourself very comfortable. And you're going to close your eyes. And relax your feet. Relax your hands. Relax your belly. And let your back yield into the ground. Feel the weight of your head. Relax your mouth. And let your eyes sink down and back. And there will be no closing for this practice. and you can stay here for as long as you wish. Namaste.